Content-based instruction, or CBI, is a teaching approach that focuses on learning language through learning about something, in which teaching is organized around the content or information the students will acquire, rather than around a linguistic or other type of syllabus. Although CBI is not new, there has been an increased interest in it because it has proven to be very effective in ESL and FL programs around the world. In other words, CBI involves integrating the learning of language with the learning of content simultaneously. Here, content typically means academic subject matters such as math, science, or social studies. In CBI, the language is utilized as the medium for teaching subject content. The language learning objectives are achieved through content learning. The syllabus are temple are most CBI courses are derived from content areas and vary widely in detail and format. In a word, CBI is a method of teaching language and content. CBI requires better language teachers. Language teachers must be knowledgeable in content areas and be able to elicit knowledge from students. In addition, language teachers have such responsibility as to keep context and comprehensibility foremost in the instruction, to select and adapt authentic materials for use in class to provide scaffolding for students' linguistic content learning, and to create learner-centered classroom. CBI requires better learners as well. Students are hypothesized to become autonomous and independent in CBI, so that they are conscious of their own learning process and can take charge of their learning. Furthermore, students are expected to support each other in collaborative modes of learning. Finally, students need to make commitment to this new approach to language learning. Types of content-based instruction. There are first, the sheltered model. It is used at university, where the goal of the church is to enable their ESL students to study the same content material as regular English L1 students. Sheltered CBI is called sheltered because learners are given special assistance to help them understand regular classes. Second, the adjunct model, undertaken by ESL teachers. The aim of adjunct classes is to prepare students for mainstream classes where they will join English L1 learners. And the third, theme-based model. These classes can be taught by FL teachers who create content material based on needs and interests of the students. Other type of teaching may fall within the realm of CBI. English for specific purposes and task-based instruction are both examples of CBI. For the content-based lesson, because of the nature of the content, all four skills get integrated. It's important to know that the content continues through the whole course, not just a handful of lessons. A course ends shopping one day, using the bank on another day, and making hotel reservation in English at a different class session is an example of a CBI class. An example of CBI lesson can be approached following these steps. First, preparation, and second, a subject of interest excursion, and third, finding suitable sources that deal with different aspects of the subject. This could be websites, reference books, audio or video of lectures, or even real people. And then the lesson, and using small groups, and then assigning each group a small research task and a source of information in the target language to use to help them fulfill the task. Groups and sharing, there are group sharing and comparing information and the result in the form of an end product such as a report or a presentation of some kind. Here is the example of teaching speaking CBI Here, the example of teaching speaking using CBI approach in which students do role play as teachers' instruction that they have to practice how conversation if they are in a restaurant.
Is there anything else? No, it's enough. So I repeat the order. One juice and fried rice. Yes. Correct? Yes. So please begin. Please, here is the juice. Thank you.
There are advantages using CBI. First, language learning becomes more interesting and motivating. Second, CBI offers a wide educational knowledge to learners in the form of the different topics instructed. And then, it helps students develop valuable study skills such as note-taking, summarizing, and extracting key information from text. And then, developing cognitive skills, especially when using group work, which can have great social value. But using CBI also has disadvantage. There are CBI implicit language instruction can confuse learners and may give them the impression that they are not actually learning language. And second, overuse of native language can be a problem in some parts of the lesson. The third, finding information sources and text at lower levels it can understand can be difficult. In a nutshell, although CBI is a challenging approach for both teachers and students, the outcome of its implementation can be rewarding and motivating.